Welcome back to Arkham Horror 3rd Edition. I got one little correction from last episode. It has to do with Mark's dogged ability and Sophie's portrait. Let's take a quick look at that, then we're going to come back to the main board and have Mark start with his 2 actions. Actually, we're going to start with Agnes this time for 2 actions, but let's take a look at Mark's player area first. Alright, taking a look at the dogged, it says at the beginning of your turn, if you're delayed, which he was, you may focus one skill of your choice or recover 1 sanity. Mark had a sanity on him, and I took the sanity off Sophie's portrait, so he could recover a sanity, because if you read the portrait here, it says when you use your dogged ability, which he did, this item recovers 1 sanity. So I took the sanity off of here and not off Mark. They actually, 1 would have come off here, and he gets to heal 1, so that's where we should sit. Back to the main board, we're going to start with Agnes, and I think she's going to do an attack action against the monster she's currently engaged with. Alright, so Agnes has 2 actions. She is currently, though, engaged with the Knight Gaunt, this Abyssal Servant, and it's got 4 health, -1 to an attack action. She's not going to try to evade it. What she's going to do for her first action, if we look at the player actions, it says right at the bottom, while engaged with a monster, you can only focus, attack, or evade. She is going to focus, and she's going to focus her strength. Why is she going to do that? Because by focusing her strength, she gets +1. And let's keep in mind, she is also blessed at the moment. So successes are 4, 5s, and 6s. And so she now has a strength of 3. And she also is packing some heat. She's got her 45 automatic. You get +3 strength as part of an attack action. So for her second action, she's going to be attacking the Knight Gaunt, and she's going to be rolling 6 dice, and she's blessed. Now, if she can get 4 successes, she's going to waste this thing with 1 shot. So we're going to do 6 dice. I'm going to do 5 plus 1 extra. Come on, Agnes. Take your best shot. Let's hope for 4, 5s, and 6s. And she gets a 5, a 4, a 4, and a 5. That is 4 successes out of 6 dice. Guess what, Mr. Knight Gaunt? You, Agnes, absolutely blows it away with the 45s. We'll see you later. And she gets a remnant from this monster because it has a remnant symbol. So, boom, she takes the Knight Gaunt completely out. That is really awesome. So that was her 2 actions, and she gets a remnant for it. And it's cool because she's in a space that lets you use remnants for things. Awesome! Alright, that's Agnes's 2 turns. I was going to have Mark Harrigan run over here and assist her, but he doesn't need to. But he does have a remnant as well. But we have a lot of doom up here. Oh man, I don't know what to do. I wanted to get them together, but I think we're going to leave Agnes with a +1 strength. Focus, and let's go over to Mark. I think we're going to zoom in on Mark. I think he's going to do a move action to start with. Alright, well, Mark is just going to first action, he's going to go 1, 2. He's going to move here to the Hibbs Roadhouse. Hot spot. And for his second action, he's going to do a ward action, which for him is not the greatest, because when you do a ward action, we take a look here, the ward action is testing lore. And his lore is 1. So that might be a bit of a waste of time, but we're going to try it. He's going to roll 1 die, and we're going to see if he can get a 5 or 6. Take off 1 doom, and he rolls a 1. So he's just scratching his head. He has no idea what's going on over there at Hibbs Roadhouse. Failure. So that was his second action, and that's the end of the action phase. And now it is the monster phase. And once again, no monsters on the board. We're doing a good job of wiping them out. And that takes us straight into the encounter phase. So we're going to go over to Agnes. She's going to have her encounter at the river docks. Alright, Agnes is over here at the river docks with a couple of doom. Oh man, there's a clue in here somewhere. So, Merchant District. She's at the river docks. It's the clue! Oh, this is so good. And she's at river docks. I collect strange stories and objects, says one of the oddly dressed sailors. He explains at length the occult, how they align the stars affect magical forces. You gain 1 clue from your neighborhood. I'll buy whatever you've got, he says. You may spend a remnant to gain $3. These sailors really want stuff, don't they? Well, we gain a clue. That is right on. So she now has 2 clues. Awesome. And we can give the remnant for $3. Do we want to do that? She's got $2. You might want to hang on to the remnant. For $3, hey? Do we want the $3? Yeah, we're gonna hand over the remnant, and that's gonna give her $3. So she hands over her hard-won remnant to gain $3. So now she has a total of $5. That's not bad. She's blessed. She blew away the night gaunt. It was awesome. That was actually pretty cool. She's got 2 clues now. This is going to go in the discard pile, which means the River Docks is going to be the new unstable space. The unstable space is just popping off all over the place here. Over we go to Mark Harrigan for his encounter over there at Hibbs Roadhouse. Alright, well, we do have a clue somewhere in East Town. Got shuffled into the top 3 cards. Alright, let's take a look. Is this going to be a clue? It's not the clue. It is not the clue. We're at Hibbs Roadhouse. The woman behind the counter quietly suggests a unique vintage she thinks you might like to try. You may spend $2 for you or an ally to recover 2 sanity. Oh man, if you do so, she commends your taste become driven. If you do not, she tuts her disappointment in you, sets the bottle back on the top shelf. Well, basically we'd be spending $2 to become driven is really all it's going to do for us because we have no sanity to recover. But we can take a look at the driven card and see if it's worth spending $2. So here's the driven card. Condition, your focus limit is increased by 1. The end of your turn, if you are not fatigued, you may flip this card over to perform an additional action. Ooh, so he could perform an additional action. Now remember, you can't do the same action twice. He can fight twice, though. Do we want to spend our $2 for driven? I don't think we do. I don't think we do. He only has $3. I don't think we're going to spend that to get the driven. I think we're just not going to worry about it. So there we go. And we didn't want to drink the wine. We're like, nope, we have to stay sober because we need to beat up monsters. All right, well, that's the encounter phase. Over we go to the mythos phase. And the mythos phase is always a delight. So we're going to we'll start with Agnes this time, pulling tokens out of the bag. And I think we can pull them out in any order. I don't think it ultimately matters, although it might a little bit. All right, Agnes first token, Doom. Oh goodness. All right, Doom, which means we pull the bottom card of the event deck, and we're going to get Doom in North Side. Oh man, and the Doom is going to be at the train station. Oh yay. So now the train station has got 2 Doom in it. This becomes the top of the discard pile, which means the train station is now the unstable space. We have a lot of cards in our discard pile. That was token 1 for Agnes. Let's see what we get for token 2. And token 2 is a monster appears. Oh boy. Alright, so we're going to get a monster, which means we're going to pull the bottom card of the monster deck, and we're going to see what we get. We end up getting, oh wow, the High Priest. Oh geez, spawn at most Doom. Well, that's either Hurricanes. Wow, we've got either the River Docks, we have the train station, or we have over Hibbs Roadhouse. Let's see how bad he is. Oh, he's only got 2 health, -1 strength. Or after you defeat this monster as part of an attack action, you gain a spell. And he only does 1 damage to you. So you know what? I think we're going to spawn him over at Hibbs Roadhouse. And if he spawns there, he will engage Mark Harrington. So Harrington was over there trying to figure out why there's so much Doom and what the heck's going on at Hibbs Roadhouse. The hunter, the robed assassin guy, was probably sent by the High Priest, never showed up again, and the High Priest now himself has shown up and has engaged Mark Harrigan. Alright, that was the 2 tokens for Agnes, and up now with the 2 tokens for Mark. So the first token for Mark is a Gate Burster. Oy, I do not like that, Sam. I am. Alright, I forget. I think it's the top. Let me just double check that. Take the top card of the event deck, place a Doom token in each space of its neighborhood, shuffle the card into the discard, and place it on the bottom. Oh my goodness. Alright, where do we... Oh no! East Town! Oh, jeepers! Alright, so in East Town, of course, everything in East Town is going to get a Gate Burster. So we're going to get, a Doom in every single location. This is absolutely not what we wanted. because we're going to, well, we can put, so we put one here, we put one here. We now have an anomaly showing up. And we put one here, but we're not going to be putting one here because with an anomaly showing up, I do believe, oh, we get an anomaly here now. Oh, this is really bad. We get an anomaly. The clue is going to stay here, though. And the final doom, which token would have gone in here, we can't have more than 5. I do believe it goes onto the player sheet. Let's take one more look at this. Hang on a second. So I think it has to do with the anomalies. If additional doom would be placed in a neighborhood with an anomaly, place the doom on the scenario sheet instead. Ooh! Alright. So we're going to place the 1 extra doom token on the Azathoth sheet, and it says when there is 3 or more doom on the scenario sheet, flip this card. Bad news. Bad news. So we have 1 doom now on our Azathoth sheet. We get a couple more on there, and I'm sure extremely bad things are going to happen. Oh, well, that sucked a lot. Oh, and I have to shuffle all of the discards, and now the River Docks, which is already the spot, just becomes a spot, because it's a start space, so it's going to be the unstable space. Again, and this stuff gets shuffled and shoved onto the bottom of the event deck. Oh, wow. And we still have another token to go. So the final token is going to be a nothing. Oh man, we've had enough stuff happen as it is, so ending with a nothing, whew, is good. Oh boy, lots and lots of stuff going on now. We have a real problem over there in East Side with that anomaly, and I think, I don't know what we're going to do. We got to get Agnes over there, I think, to start knocking off some of the doom, because Harrington sucks at it, although he could focus his lore and then do a although he's now engaged with the High Priest. Well, he could focus. Oh man, I don't know what we're going to do. Thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, likes. This is Arkham Horror, 3rd edition. We're playing Approach of Azathoth, and wow, he's coming like a train wreck here. And we got a real problem right here. Not in River City, but in East Side. So thanks so much, and I'll see you tomorrow for the continuation. Arkham Horror, 3rd edition, Approach of Azathoth. And yes, one big correction. The Night Gaunt. Oh my goodness, I rolled 6 dice. We had 3 strength and 3 for the automatic, and I totally did not look at this. -1. So Agnes should have been rolling 5 dice. So how we're going to rule it is she rolled the 5 of these dice and 1 of these, and the 1 other die she wouldn't have rolled was a 2. So I'm going to say, you know what? She did succeed with the 5 dice, because she got 4 successes on these dice, which we would have rolled, and we would not have rolled this extra one because it was a -1. So that's how I'm going to rule. Otherwise I have to re-roll the whole thing, and I'm not going to do that. We're just going to carry on, and it is what it is. So she took Night Gaunt out. Awesome. See you tomorrow for continuation Arkham Horror 3rd edition with Agnes and Mark taking on, I don't know, the Approach of Azathoth.